Last is adjustment of capital. On the change of profit sharing ratio, the partners may decide that their capital shall be in new profit sharing ratio. So adjustment shall be required to give effect to it. The partners whose capital falls as per new profit sharing ratio have to bring more capital, and the partners whose capital are in surplus have to withdraw excess capital. So let us understand it in a better way. Here how the surplus or shortage of capital is decided by them. Present adjusted capital of each partner is compared with the new capital required by him, and if the present capital is less than the new capital required, it means there is a shortage of capital and that partner has to bring more amount. Suppose your present capital is 100 and as per the new agreement you need 150. So here 150 minus 100 is equal to 50. 50 will be the shortage of capital and you have to bring rupees 50 as per the new agreement. But if the present capital is more than the new capital, present adjusted capital, suppose you have presently 200 with yourself, but according to the new agreement you need only 120 rupees. So here rupees 80 is surplus capital and you can withdraw the excess capital. So in this way the shortage of capital and surplus capital can be calculated. And there are two ways of adjusting shortage and surplus of capital, that is through bank account and through current account. Let us understand how. By passing the journal entries. First entry is for shortage of capital. Shortage of capital means that partner has to bring more capital, so bank account should be debited or current account should be debited to concerned partner's capital account. Second entry is for adjusting surplus of capital. If that partner has a surplus of capital, then he can withdraw that amount. He has to withdraw that amount. Then the entry will be concerned partner's capital account debit to bank account or concerned partner's current account. So these will be the adjustment entries. This question relates to the adjustment of capital through cash. P, Q, R, S were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 1:4:2:3. On 1st April 2016, their balance sheet was as follows. On liability side, the capital of P, Q, R, S is given, sundry creditors and workmen compensation reserve is given. On asset side, fixed assets and current assets are given. From the above date, partners decided to share future profits equally, so their new profit sharing ratio will be equal. For this purpose, the goodwill of the firm was valued at rupees 2,70,000. The partners also agreed for the following. First, claim against workmen compensation reserve. Workmen compensation reserve is 1,70,000, but the claim is estimated rupees 2 lakh. Second adjustment, capital of the partners were to be adjusted according to the new profit sharing ratio by bringing or paying cash. So this is mentioned here that the adjustment of capital should be done through cash. As the case may be, prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and the balance sheet of the reconstituted firm. So in this case, first of all we will calculate sacrificing and gaining ratio. And what is the formula of it? Old share minus new share. There are 4 partners, P, Q, R and S, and their old share is given 1:4:2:3. 1/10, 4/10, 2/10 and 3/10, and their new share is equal, so 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4. Here the gain of P is -6/40, because it is being negative, it is a gain. Next, sacrifice of Q, it is positive, so it is sacrifice is 6/40. And R's gain is -2/40. And last is S, and S sacrifice is 2/40. So here P and R are gaining partners. Now the gaining partners will compensate the Q and S sacrificing partners. So next treatment is of goodwill. Adjustment is of goodwill, and the goodwill is valued by the partners of rupees, it is given 2,70,000. So firm's goodwill is valued for rupees 2,70,000, and gaining partners will compensate. Gaining partners are P and R. P and R. So value of goodwill will be multiplied with their gaining share, and the value of goodwill is 2,70,000 multiplied by gaining share, 2,70,000 multiplied by gaining share. So here it comes 13,500, and here it comes 40,500. So journal entry will be gaining partners capital account debit, P and Q's capital account will be debited 40,500 and 13,500, and sorry, it is P and R, and here it will be written, and sacrificing partners are Q and S. Q's share is 6/40 to Q's capital account, and to S capital account 40,500 and 13,500. So this will be the journal entry. Next adjustment is of reserves. Workmen compensation reserves are 1,70,000, but the claim against workmen compensation reserve was estimated rupees 2 lakh. So here the liability is more than the reserves available. So the difference is rupees 30,000, which will appear on the debit side of 30,000 will appear on the debit side of revaluation account. So we will write here to provision for workmen compensation claim account rupees 30,000, and there is no other adjustment, so it will be the loss by loss on revaluation, and it will be divided in the old ratio PQRS. Total is 30,000 30,000, and their old ratio is 1:4. It is given 1:4:2:3. So here the amount will come 3,000, 12,000, 6,000 and 9,000. So total is 30,000. So this is the revaluation account. Now come to the partners capital account. On credit side we will write their balance as per balance sheet by balance brought down, and in the balance sheet their capital is 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh and 5 lakh. 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh and 5 lakh. Whatever partner will receive will be credited to his account, and whatever he will give to the firm or to the other partners will appear on the debit side of his account. So here he is receiving the share of goodwill. Then let's see who are receiving the share of goodwill. Here the Q and S are receiving their share of goodwill, 40,500 and 13,500. So it will be written on the credit side if they are receiving 40,500 and 13,500 by P account and R's capital account. And who are giving the share of goodwill? Here P and R are compensating to Q and S the share of goodwill, so it will appear on the debit side because they are providing compensation, 40,500 and 13,500. 40,500 and 13,500 by Q and S capital account. So here it will be 13,500. And the next come to the revaluation account. In the revaluation account there is a loss, and the loss is 3,000, 12,000, 6,000 and 9,000, and it always appears on the debit side of partners capital account. Loss will appear on the debit side. So here we will write to loss on revaluation account, and here it will be written to 3,000, 12,000, 6,000 and 9,000. There is no other adjustment, so now we can total it. And there is one more adjustment regarding the partners capitals, and what we have to do here, capital of the partners were to be adjusted according to the new profit sharing ratio. So first of all we will calculate the present capital. How it is calculated, let's see. Whatever is written on the credit side will be added. So here there are 4 partners, P, Q, R and S. This is the adjustment of capital accounts, and their capital is 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh and 5 lakh. And whatever will be written on the credit side will be added to it. So in Q's share we will add 40,500. In R's share we will write in S share, sorry, in S share we will add 13,500. So it will be added, and whatever is written on the debit side, we have to deduct this. So this amount we have to deduct from it. Minus 3,000, minus 12,000, minus 6,000, and minus, it is last year is minus 6 and 9,000. And beside this, the share of goodwill should also be deducted. From P, 40,500, and from R share we have to deduct 13,500. E and R, P and R. So now this will be the present adjusted capital, and it comes 1,56,500, and this comes, calculate yourself also, 3,28,500. Then next it comes 3,80,500, and last is 5,04,500, and the total is 13,70,000. So this is the total adjusted capital. Now we can calculate their new capital. New capital as per new profit sharing ratio, and their new profit sharing ratio PQRS is equal. So here 1/4 share will be calculated, and the total capital is, total adjusted capital is 13,70,000 multiplied by 1/4 is equal to 3,42,500. So in all the cases the capital will be written 3,42,500, and it will appear on the debit side to balance carried down 3,42,500, because all partners share is same. So here 3,42,500 will be written. Now after calculating the new capital, it is the new capital, we will balance the account. So here the debit side's total is more in case of P than its credit side total. So here its total is 3,86,000, and same amount 3,86,000 will be written here, and whatever will the balancing amount will be adjusted through cash account, because it is mentioned in the question. Adjustment should be made through cash account. So here the balance is 1,86,000. Then Q's total on debit side is also more than the credit side total. So here the total is 3,54,500, 3,54,500, and the balance amount is 14,000, which will be adjusted through cash account. So now come to R and S, and here in case of R, its credit side is more than the total of debit side. So 4 lakh is the total, 4 lakh, and on debit side we will write its balancing figure to cash account, and it will come rupees, rupees 38,000 here. And the next is S. So S credit side's total is 5,13,500, and the same total will appear. 5,13,500 will be written here, and the balancing amount is 1,62,000, and it will be adjusted through cash account. So this is the capital account. Before preparing balance sheet, we will prepare cash account, and in the balance sheet here no cash balance is given. So we will write the balances as we have calculated in the capital account. On debit side, 2P's capital account, as we have calculated in the capital account, it is 1,86,000. Next is 2Q's capital account, and we have calculated it is 14,000. And on credit side, by R's capital account, which we have calculated in the capital account, it is 38,000. And next is S capital account, and it is 1,62,000. So its total is rupees 2 lakh on both the sides, and there is no cash balance. So now we will prepare the balance sheet as on 1st April 2016. On asset side in question, we are given fixed assets 12,70,000 and current assets 5,30,000. 12,70,000 and 5,30,000. These are fixed assets and current assets, because there is no change in these assets, so we will write the same amount. And there is no other asset, so here we can total it, and it is 18 lakh. Next, come to the liability side. Here we will write capital accounts. So here we will write capital accounts of all the partners, their balance which we have calculated in the capital account. P's capital account shows balance 3,42,500. Next is Q, R and S. The same amount is written. Balance carried down is same. So its total is 13,70,000. And the next item given in the balance sheet is sundry creditors 2,30,000, because there is no increase or decrease in sundry creditors. So the same amount will be written on liability side. Sundry creditors 2,30,000. And the last item is workman compensation reserve. It is 1,70,000, but the claim against, that is liability against it, is more 2 lakh. So here in the balance sheet, if the liability increases, the revised value should be written. So here we will write provision for workman compensation reserve. Workman compensation claim, it is 2 lakh. So here the total is 18 lakh. So this is the balance sheet.